Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mike or MJRH Gaming here, and welcome to SkyFactory. SkyFactory is a modded version of Minecraft Skyblock, and yeah, it's basically a more difficult version of Skyblock in a way, but my audio for this video got cut out because my computer decided not to record it, so I'm doing a voiceover for the first episode. So hopefully I can get that fixed for future episodes. But anyway, the start of this is starting to chop down a tree, and we take the logs and we start to make our own little base, because as you see, we have nothing and we have to start out with a tree. So we take that tree, we take the wood, we make some slabs, if I can actually craft them correctly. And we just go around our little crafting table here and make a tiny little base. And the very beginning of this is very tedious, because it's a lot of rinse and repeat of the same stuff, where you have to plant a sapling, wait for it to grow, break the tree, replant the sapling, so on and so forth. But right now, what I'm doing is just expanding the base a little bit, so that way, in case any like saplings or anything fall like that, we can catch them. But yeah, right now I'm making a crook, which helps me get saplings and apples and silkworms a lot easier and a lot more frequently. As you can see, I just got 14 saplings right here, and you know how that works with, twerking makes a tree grow. So. And that's an achievement as well, which you'll see in a second as I'm going to mark that off. But yeah, twerking makes trees grow, the more you know. Moving on with this tedious adventure that we have going of mining trees, replanting trees, then mining trees again. I'm going to be making a barrel here, which allows me to create dirt, so I can actually expand my tree farm a little bit, which you guys will see here. But you take 8 saplings, I believe. You can also use apples and silkworms to compost into dirt. But I'm breaking this so I can place my barrel, trying to find a decent place for it. Yeah, with the barrel, it's very handy. Not only does it grab water and stuff from rain, but it allows us to get clay in the future, and also allows us to make dirt like that. It takes about 8 saplings, I believe, and about 10 apples or 10 silkworms to make dirt. But I do this a few times, make a couple more crooks, and just keep doing this long, tedious process until I get to where I need to be. So there's my first piece of dirt composting, so I'll be able to plant that right next to my sapling, and we now have our second sapling, or second tree, being able to be grown. Now, my ADHD and OCD brain wanted something to do, so I ended up making more slabs to make a little bit of a border here to make my base look a little bit nicer and a little bit more compact, because I have a lot of bright plans for the future of this base, and hopefully in a few more episodes you guys will see what I'm talking about. But gonna make my third piece of dirt here, waiting for that to compost. Gonna do a little bit of twerking here, as you can see the bone meal being applied. And then using crook, breaking more leaves and wood, and again, just a very, very, very long, tedious process at the very beginning of this. But it's SkyFactory, and it has a whole lot of opportunities and fun things to do. A lot of automation, a lot of different goals, and yeah, it's gonna be a really fun journey in my opinion. I can't wait for it.
10 years.
Fast forwarding just a little bit, now I have 9 pieces of dirt and 9 saplings, so now we can get a little bit more wood going, a little bit more barrels, just moving a little bit. Oh, accidentally just caught myself in a tree here. But yeah, just doing my thing, twerking by a tree, breaking the leaves. This long, tedious process. Which, I know I've said it a lot, probably will say it a lot more, but what can I say? It's tedious. But I made some more crooks to break some more leaves. Yeah. Here we have silkworms, which this is a really fun thing because we use silkworms to get string. You use the silkworm on a leaf and it infects the leaf or does whatever, and it makes the leaves really white. And once it's fully infested, when you break it with a crook, it will drop string, which you use to make the sieves and the messages and stuff, which is when the real start of SkyFactory really begins. All I'm doing here is just placing some wood, connecting the branches, because there's a mod in this mod pack called ore extraction, which is what I've been using. It's basically vein miner from like the 1.710 days. You hold shift on like while holding an item or whatnot, and it mass mines, and that it uses your hunger. As you see, I'm like eating a ton of apples. But it makes the game a little bit more easier and a little bit less challenging, I guess. It just makes it faster. But now that I have all that string and whatnot, I need to replant my tree farm, which is what I'm doing now, breaking the leftover wood and the leaves. I love this game. It's a very long process. Here I'm making an achievement stand, which is just basically putting my achievement book on a block so I don't have to keep carrying it around on me just in case I die. As you can see, just going in here, marking off achievements or whatnot. Now, here I am, I'm crafting 25 sieves, which is a little bit much, but at the same time it is very worth it, because with this mod pack you're able to sieve up to 25 items at once, which is just very beneficial, and it just helps a lot. Which, as you see me just going through my achievement board, clicking off achievements that I have, and just placing the meshes in. But yeah. Again, I'm sorry that my freaking audio didn't record. And hopefully we'll definitely get that fixed for future episodes. But now, just going back, breaking more wood, eating more apples, just clearing up everything, going back into my crafting station. I'm going to be making more slabs so I can do a border around the sleeves, because my OCD brain. But yeah, this game, SkyFactory alone, is just insane. You can have so many different things that you can do with this game. But here I am with just sieving the dirt, turning dirt into cobblestone, which you get little tiny pebbles from the stone, like the dirt. If I can even speak. You get stones from the dirt that make cobblestone. And here I'm just getting some charcoal for some fuel, and so I can get some torches for the base, and for another thing that I'm going to be crafting here soon. For anyone new to SkyFactory, there is an item that I'm going to be crafting here. It is called a crucible, and that basically allows me to burn cobblestone into lava. And I need lava to get a cobblestone generator, which you guys will see me make here in a little bit. But right now, just grabbing my torches, accidentally throwing it out, lighten the place up a little bit. But next episode, I plan on making a mob farm and doing some other stuff like making a food farm and stuff like that. But you just have to stay tuned for that one. Now I'm going to be making a hammer, which this is what you use to break down cobblestone into gravel, sand, and dust, which you use that to do the sieving items, which is what I told you about earlier. As you see me here just hammering away at different things, sieving them down. Which with gravel, they all drop roughly the same thing. I know dust drops a little different. It drops like powdered, like glowstone, redstone, stuff like that. If you put the dust into water, it gives you clay, which you take clay and bone meal, and it will give you porcelain clay. But right now, I'm just making some unfired buckets, which I need for my cobblestone generator, which again, you guys will see here in a little bit. But now, it's taking my charcoal, putting my clay buckets in to smelt, sieving some dust, getting the drops, and I got bone meal, which is perfect for what I need. I need 6 more. Getting some water. Now, I take porcelain clay, put it in a U shape, gives you the crucible. You put the crucible in a furnace, and then you put it on top of a torch, which is what I think I said this earlier. But then you put cobblestone inside of it, and it makes lava. Then you take a clay bucket, which it destroys the clay bucket after use, but you only need it really once anyway. Because once you have a piece of glass, it's cobblestone, a water bucket, and a lava bucket, you get a cobble gen, which is perfect. I ended up getting some iron to make a hopper so I can have it automatically flow into a chest. But yeah, that's about it for the first episode that I did, and again, I will have my audio fixed for next episode. But I hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you have, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment for what else you think I should do for this series or anything like that. But anyway, it's been Mike or MJR Gaming. Have a good one. Peace.